Hey everybody, welcome back into another episode of I35 Live. As always, my name is Matt, coming to you here. I've got my buddy Ryan with me as always. Ryan, hello.
Hello.
How you doing today?
You know what? I'm doing good because it is March.
It is March. Currently recording on day 3 of the best 4-day stretch in sports.
Yeah. We got one game left today as of Saturday. Currently, if you hear anything in the background, we're watching Vanderbilt and Nebraska kind of keep it close to each other. It's going to be a dogfight, but we're heading towards halftime right now.
Right, and that last game, correct me if I'm wrong, is going to be a very high-scoring affair between High Point and Arkansas.
Yes, great guard action, and a little sneak peek there if you've been following the best player or the best story of this tournament is Chase Johnson.
Absolutely. So we got a lot to get into tonight. It is not going to be just basketball. We got a little Olympic recap that we're going to talk about, a little hockey as we're coming into April here as well. But as Ryan said, it is March. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it. But before we do that, thank you guys so much for listening. If you would please like and subscribe, leave a comment down on the video, what you like, what you don't like. We do appreciate that. Ryan. Triple crown in Olympic hockey for the USA.
Oh yeah, no, I had our doubts, especially the last two podcasts, saying that it was going to be really hard to beat Canada.
To be fair, it was.
It was.
I think it took overtime, at least for the men and women's hockey. I believe the men's sled hockey did not have to go into overtime, but it was a battle.
It was, and the good guys came out on top.
Absolutely. I'm gonna be vulnerable with you here, man. I held it together until they brought out Johnny's jersey and his kids.
Oh yeah, no,
and the second I saw that, dude, freaking waterworks.
Yeah, no, that is a moment we as Americans will never forget. And it was good to see just, Quinn Hughes and Keller go about and just or Jack Hughes, excuse me, just make their rounds as just national heroes.
Is that our 80?
Yes, yeah.
Is this our miracle?
I don't think it was a miracle because this team truly had what it took to compete
right
this entire time. It wasn't like a bunch of just ragtag college kids. I just think it had been so long, and the pressure of losing in 2010 and having literally been 46 years to the day of beating the Russians, you had all of that pressure, and they lived up to it.
They absolutely did. And it wasn't lost on me that, like, Canada's color scheme with, like, the red and the black and kind of looking like, if you're a Star Wars fan, like the First Order, kind of looking like the bad guys. And like you said, the good guys came out on top.
Yeah, I love how you said the what do you call it, the Order?
Yeah, the First Order.
The First Order, because it's a cheap imitation of the actual Star Wars.
Right, the Empire. I totally agree.
Because the Empire wasn't allowed to play. So we're just going to sweep that under the rug and say, yeah, we totally would have beat them too.
You think if they had a team?
No shot.
Do they dog walk everybody?
Everybody. Now, again, that if we would have beat them and Canada, yeah, that would have been our miracle. But, again, we fully had what it took at every level. I think Bill Guerin, who created this roster, created it perfectly.
Absolutely.
No, there's no one. I mean, would it have been nice to see Jason Robertson as a hometown guy compete?
Him and Wyatt,
yes. However, they chose correctly, and I will eat my words forever saying Hellebuck doesn't have it, because my God, I mean, he literally got named Secretary of Defense.
Okay. If you have 41 stops in an NHL game, you're amazing. If you have 41 stops in an NHL playoff game, you're worth a long-term contract. If you have 41 stops in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, you're a hero to your franchise. If you have 41 saves in the gold medal game of the Olympics, you're a hero to your country.
There were some moments, again, the great and powerful McKinnon.
Oh,
missing
just
wildly,
a wide open net.
Wildly, I think the ghost of Johnny Gaudreau really had something to do with that. Which, thank you, Johnny. But the one just saved it with the edge of the paddle.
It looked like the butt, like the angle where it goes from the stick to the handle.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he kind of had it up in the air, and legitimately that little piece is like caught enough to redirect.
Do you see he has the mark on the stick?
Yeah, from where it hit.
From where it hit.
Yeah.
And he just has it just sitting in his house. It's like that thing.
He went and got it. It was on that podcast.
With
He was
the
talking.
Kachuk brothers.
Yes. He was like, I have the stick. Do you want to see it? And he like runs upstairs. He's like, there it is.
It was an amazing day. It was one of those days where you'll always remember where you were when it happened. Same with the women's too. Like that.
Oh,
that needs to be addressed as well. Like
the overtime goal that they had. The way that she undressed the defender was insane.
Oh, she is forever just a beast. She can drink free wherever.
Oh, and correct me if I'm wrong. The puck went 5-hole.
Yes. She did dangled and went 5-hole.
Dangle went 5-hole right between the legs. I mean, it just, and I'll be real. I think because they did they passed up, you dangle, you undress the defender, and then you score, and it shows like your prowess and then like the team behind you, and you go, and that's great. Versus skating up, passing back at an angle cross ice, and then Jack Hughes ripping it. I think they're both amazing in their own right. Cinematically, which one do you think is better? Not a better play, sports-wise. Cinematically, if you make both of them into a movie.
The women's goal.
I see, and I think so too.
Because it takes the amount of skill it takes just to do the dangles, and then to
go 5-hole.
To go 5-hole in the biggest game of your life, up to that point,
overtime,
the country's
biggest
game in our country's history in hockey since 1980. You are a god.
Absolutely.
So no, she is. I would take that over Jack's goal. Jack's goal is tremendous. Like the hustle from all three of them.
I totally
Werenski and Jack Hughes just to get back again. Also, to add to that point, keep in mind on who's on the ice on the other side.
Yep.
You have Nathan McKinnon. You have Connor McDavid, and did they have Macklin Celebrini?
Was it Celebrini? I thought it was Cale Makar.
Cale Makar.
Because
you have Cale Makar.
You have the three. Tell me if I'm wrong here. You have the three fastest skaters in the NHL.
You have the best defenseman in the NHL. You have the best pure scorer in the NHL, and then you have Connor McDavid, who's just the best player in the NHL.
Right, and they're all three the fastest.
And you out hustled them. That's why we won. That is why we won.
I think my favorite moment, and it's double my favorite because I'm a Stars fan and Nathan McKinnon plays for the Avs, but it was during the medal presentation and when they handed him that stupid little stuffed animal thing. I've never seen someone trying to hold in their seething anger.
Meanwhile, you see like Alyssa Liu, the queen that she is, she's just happy as can be, and she gets this stuffed animal. She's like, this is phenomenal.
Right?
This is the greatest thing ever.
Oh, absolutely. That's another thing we can talk about in the Olympics, is our figure skating team is insane.
Alyssa Liu is the best.
Oh.
How can you hate Alyssa Liu?
I don't think you can.
Oh, she's the best.
I don't think you can. I will tell you, full disclosure, I know nothing about figure skating.
I don't know either. All I know is it's a sport where you can literally work your entire life and you just get a Russian judge to screw you over and you lose everything.
Oh, let me tell you, my ankles would not hold up to that whatsoever.
No, they're true athletes.
Oh, absolutely. They're throwing themselves in the air. Have you seen like the I don't know if it's called, it's like doubles or couples or whatever. It's like ice dancing or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing these poses, and like the guy has the girl up in the air or whatever, and her freaking skate is just like resting on his leg. Like, is he wearing like thigh pads, like football pads, or like what? Like how? Like I don't know.
I think it's just the shape of the blade itself. The most I know of figure skating is Blades of Glory.
I was gonna say it comes from Blades of Glory.
Yeah,
it's the exact same thing that I know.
That's the extent of what I know. But now I know more thanks to Alyssa Liu. Shout out to the queen.
I know she hit one of those little like windmill turns where like she's on one leg and her head dips down, and so her other leg comes out, and it looks like a kind of helicopter do. There's a scene in Blades of Glory where they're doing that side by side and they're hitting their skates together and they're like sparks coming off and whatever. I saw that move and I was like, oh, I know that I have seen that before, but I have literally no idea what that's called.
Do you think it's a random thought here. Were figure skaters inspired by Will Ferrell? Is that movie old enough now for this generation to be like, I just watched Will Ferrell and John Heder do this, I'm going to do this? Or is it just like, hey, it's within me where I just saw this randomly and I'm going to go do this?
If I tell you yes, that makes us old.
I am fully aware of how old I am.
Okay, so then yes. Yes, it is old enough to have inspired young figure skaters.
But I want to know, like, did it actually? Or is it just
didn't inspire like Alyssa Liu, if that's what you're getting at.
How funny would that be, though?
That would be phenomenal.
If Will Ferrell, John Heder inspired Alyssa Liu.
Well, her comments like to the camera, she was skating off the ice. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I'm not going to say that didn't help inspire some stuff.
Man, I know if she's the inspiration for the next generation, we're going to kick ass.
Oh, I know. Okay, speaking of the Olympics, last thing, and then we'll move on. What are your thoughts on the Hockey Hall of Fame not being willing to give Jack Hughes his gold medal goal? Whose side are you on?
Here's what I would say. If he had it with him and the Hockey Hall of Fame took it away from him, I'd say that's BS. However, he didn't go get it. Hockey Hall of Fame took it. Is it really his? No. Again, if it was like in his bag or in his locker and someone from the IOC came and took it, okay, that's BS. So I don't know too much about that. That's kind of where I land. I need to know where the puck was.
Semantics behind
the semantics behind it. Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay, that's fair. I was curious because I saw it and I was like, no, he should totally get that. And then I'm like, well, okay, but
if it was his stick, that's a different story.
Right. But that's his stick. That's he's paying the money to have that. But it's the same thing in like in baseball. Player hits a home run and it's number whatever home run.
It's not his ball.
It's not his ball. It's whatever fan gets it, or if a staffer from whatever the home stadium gets there to first. Like Shohei Ohtani crushes one.
Mm-hmm.
He's not, unless the camera catches them throwing it back. Do you really know that it's his?
Jordan's last shot for the Bulls, is that ball his?
No.
Or the shoes that he's wearing are those his? Yes. That's where
I totally agree with that.
It's the equipment versus the actual point of the game. That's kind of where I land. If they took his stick or his skates or his jersey, that's nonsense. The puck,
I get that.
Could be anybody's.
I get that. No, I get that.
I guess in hockey it's more of a customary thing because you always see like when Ovechkin hit the broke the points.
Oh, to be
like they gave him the puck.
Congrats,
like
yeah.
it's his puck. whatever he wants to do with it. It probably ends up in the Hall of Fame, whatever it may be. But they at least gave him his moment with the puck.
Right,
I don't
right,
think
right.
Jack Hughes ever had that moment with the puck.
True. Okay, let's just stay on hockey really quick. I want to discuss something with you. Tell me why in our division for the Dallas Stars, we have 97 points, and we're not even in first place.
The Avs are just that good. This is a president's. Might as well just give them president's trophy already,
so that they can lose in the playoffs. And
yeah,
because isn't the president's trophy like a curse
at this point? Yeah.
Okay.
I would do some research real quick. Who's the last President's Cup winner to win it all?
But like last year was Winnipeg.
Yes,
and Winnipeg lost in the second round to us. No, yes, to us because we played Colorado
second
in the
round.
first. Because we played Colorado in the first round. The year before that, the President's Trophy went to. I'm not even going to pretend like I know.
I can look it up here real quick. The last team to win, who was the President's Cup winner, was the 2013 Blackhawks.
They won the President's Trophy and they won the Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it has been
Blackhawks
13
have
years.
been a poverty franchise ever since.
I think they won one more after this one.
After that one?
Yeah.
Did they win in 15?
Yeah.
Who won in between them?
It was those random LA Kings.
Did it go?
Cubs.
Did it go? Blackhawks, Kings, Blackhawks,
something like that.
In 13, 14, and 15. Am I totally making that up?
Yeah. No, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just recall our hockey knowledge here.
Yeah. No, it's we're getting to that point of the year where it's like, hey, let's just find something. It was the New York Rangers the year before.
Right.
And they are last place, I think, in everything right now.
Correct.
It was the Bruins who lost in the first round to Florida.
Right.
Florida Panthers in 22, they lost in the second round.
Right.
Avalanche in 21, lost in the second round. Again, we can go on and on, but yeah, a lot of these teams.
So it's been over a decade.
It's been over a decade, and really, none of them ever even made the cup.
Okay. All right. So then I'm not going to say my next point, which was, do you want to win the President's Trophy? So I'm going to just go ahead and take that back. I will tell you that in third place in our division, because Colorado's at 100 points, we're at 97, is Minnesota at 92. Don't think I would have told you they would have been there at the beginning of the season.
No. Trading for Quinn Hughes really helped. Having good solid goalkeeping really helped. And
Matt Boldy kind of came alive there.
Yeah. Shout out to another American hero.
Yep.
Matt Boldy. I think they're going to be a solid competition to the Stars, which is BS that those two teams have to meet in the first freaking round.
In the first round. Literally in the first round. It's ridiculous. And the other one is going to play at this point right now, if the season ended, is Anaheim. Probably.
Yeah. Which is what they're probably going to get with the Avalanche. I don't know how the seeding truly works.
I don't fully think that I know how the seeding works either, because it's not simplistic like every other sport we watch. I also haven't taken the time to research it because it doesn't. Okay. The Stanley Cup playoffs are the hardest playoffs in professional sports to get through. It's the hardest trial to run. I think because of that, I don't really care about the seeding, because every year the Stars
are going to have to play.
You're going to have to play somebody.
We all know at some point we're going to have to play Colorado. Minnesota is an interesting one. So, yes. But either way, we know we're going to have to play them. How everything's shaking out, we're going to have to play them in the first round. We know at some point we're going to end up playing the Avalanche. We knew at some point it was either going to be the other team. You can't make it to the finals without playing Edmonton or Vegas.
Or Vegas, yeah.
So you just got to get through 3 of those 4 teams.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what these playoffs hold. I will tell all of you listening, make sure and tune in next month. We're going to do a little hockey special there.
Yeah, I fully plan on sitting and observing, maybe adding some quips here, maybe acting the contrarian if certain things come up. But no, if it's going to be Stars centric, I will fully embrace that. By the way, just history note here,
Okay.
looking through, the Stars have won 2 Presidents Cups.
They were on the President's Trophy in 2000.
No,
Okay.
98, lost in the conference finals to Detroit.
Okay.
And we are one of the ones who actually won the President's Cup and
In
won the Stanley Cup.
In 99.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, one of the very rare ones that have actually done that.
You know, I know they're not on the streak anymore, but the Stars had a 15-point streak. And through 15 games, they were 14-0-1. And the last time they did something that good was 99. I'm just saying.
I would hope so. I hope they end the year better than they ended last year
Totally agree.
when they lost 10 games in a row, something like that.
Oh, you mean the regular season?
Regular season?
Yeah, where they did they win in April
I don't think they won a game in April until they played Colorado.
in the playoffs?
Yeah.
And even then, we had to come from behind in Game 7 to win.
God, that was such a great game.
Well, that was just Mika Rantanen and welcome to Dallas.
Revenge game of all revenge games.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So excited about that. We actually more than likely will have a special guest on that episode as well. So that'll be fun. Moving on here. How's your bracket doing, buddy?
My Final Four is still intact, so I'm fine with that. Everything else, really for me, once I lose that first game, as long as I know my Final Four is still intact, I really don't care what happens after it. But for the most part, there have been a lot of blowouts. I'd say about 80% of the games have been blowouts, but the games that haven't, my God, have they been fun.
Oh, have been so fun. Okay, let's just talk real quick. Kentucky, Santa Clara.
Ortega Owe. Big 0-0.
And the 3 from Steph Curry range.
Oh my gosh. Usually in March Madness, if you hit a air quote game winner and leave 2 seconds left on the clock, nothing's happening after that.
Correct.
Not this year. Ortega Owe. Shout out to the big 0-0.
That one was good. High Point, Wisconsin.
Chase Johnson. I just mentioned him earlier. For those who don't know, this man only takes threes. And you might say, oh, hyperbole. No. He had not shot, attempted, thought about shooting from inside the arc the entire year. He was 0 for 0. Until the last 2 points of the freaking game against Wisconsin when he hits the game-winning layup. This is March. You get just fun stories like him. The Jack Golkeys. Sometimes you get the Jalen Suggs from 2021.
Yep.
Chase Johnson, if they make it to the Sweet 16 and upset Arkansas, which they're only down 3 right now, he will be the big story.
Okay. The score ended differently than how this game started. Duke Siena, through the first half, had a lot of people scared.
Yeah, and Jerry McNamara, the coach, for people who don't know, was a legend out in Syracuse for Siena. Was the coach for Siena. Didn't substitute until late in the game.
Like after the half?
With like 7 minutes left in the game.
Interesting.
And they were beating up on Duke, who has probably the player of the year in Cameron Boozer.
Also has, per ESPN, has been picked the most to win it all through the tournament challenge.
I had that as well. I chose them to beat Arizona. I'm going to deliver a hot take. I want to see how you feel about this.
Okay.
It's about brackets. Tyrese Halliburton started this debate. You only need one bracket. Stick with it.
I think yes. I think so. Let me actually immediately be a hypocrite after I just said I just think yes. So the tournament challenge thing through ESPN, it allows you to do up to like 25, right? I do really stupid brackets to see, like, just based off of probability, like what can happen, right? So, like, I'll give you an example. So every year I make two brackets that are called high low and low high. And so I go right down the line of 64. I pick the high seed, then the low seed, then the high seed, then the low seed, then the high seed, then the low seed. And I do that all the way to the end. Then on low high, I pick the low seed, then the high seed, then the low seed, then the high seed, all the way down and all the way through.
I've never hated you more than I hate you right now.
Just to see what happens. Every year I make an SEC bracket where I take all the SEC teams and make them go as far as possible. I do the same thing with the Big Ten and the Big 12. Just to see, because it's all probability. So it's not like I'm I'm fixing to make 25 brackets and see how many of them I can get perfect.
There's nothing that drives me more crazy than when I talk about, I mentioned my bracket and like, yeah, I had this winner, and I hear someone say, oh, in this bracket, I actually got that right. Nonsense. You make one and you go about your day. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. That is the joy of making your bracket. If you're going to do one for all these groups, you better make sure it's the same damn bracket. Am I mad that my wife kicks my ass every year in the bracket challenge? You're damn right. But I'm going to stick with this because that's irrelevant.
And you don't sound upset about that at all.
Oh, I'm very upset about that. But that's besides the point.
I think yes. I think to your point, yes, you should make one bracket, and I think you should move on. I think I'm going to start doing what you just said. And whenever the brackets come out, I will make a singular one on the tournament challenge app because I'm lazy and it calculates all the points for you. But I will take that and I will use that for any other brackets I do, and I'll have the exact same bracket. I like that idea.
It's not the same as fantasy where you literally cannot get the same draft every single time. Because someone's going to take that.
Correct.
You have full ability. You're the one with the pen and the paper. You're the one with the app picking it all.
I was going to say, or the app on your phone, like those of us in the 21st century, Ryan.
How do you do your taxes? Shut your mouth. Okay. Yeah, that's him being silent because I just smoked his ass. All right, moving on. But yeah, I'm very excited about I'm very excited about how this is going to go on. We're fixing to have what I really enjoy about March Madness. I love seeing some upsets and some crazy endings early on, but there's nothing more boring than seeing the Cinderella go all the way to the Final Four and just get whipped.
If they don't get whipped, though, if it's like a close game or like goes to OT, or it's that crap where you get into the last 30 seconds and they foul and they foul and they foul,
Yeah.
and the other team hits a bunch of free throws, and so the score gets lopsided and they're actually up by 8 when they were really only up by 2. If it's something like that, I don't hate that. But if you're in the Elite 8 and there's a score of a game that is 88-50,
yes,
that I don't like.
Like what happened with Loyola Chicago when they made it to the Final Four. They got massacred.
Right.
Or George Mason, when they upset everyone, made it to the Final Four. The first real, like, true Cinderella mid-major to come out of nowhere and make it all the way. And they got whipped. I want to see the big boys duke it out. I do.
Is that a little nod, a little hint? Do you have Duke going pretty far in your bracket?
Yes, I don't know if I said it already. I have them winning it all in the bracket I made.
The singular
bracket. Beating Arizona.
Can I just say that for those of you that clearly cannot see us because we do audio only right now, Ryan is currently wearing a University of Texas National Champions shirt from 05-06, the Rose Bowl. I'm not going to comment on the shirt. What I am going to comment on is the round of 32 and the fact that A&M didn't even get out of bed to play Houston, but Texas just upset Gonzaga.
It's this is the madness that I like. Are they going to get their butts kicked by Purdue?
Absolutely.
Yes. But it was fun. It was a fun 2 days. 3 days. Three games.
Because we were in the first 4.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was fun. It was very fun. You went and literally took the best that you could from probably the number 1 pick in the draft, AJ DeBansa, who, my God, is he good.
Oh, absolutely.
But you weathered that storm, and then you went and you played a Gonzaga team, which, again, they're the 3 seed. Do they play nobody on a regular basis, and have they for their entire existence? Yes. But an upset is an upset. Congratulations.
Just speaking of random schools that show up in the tournament, like the Seton Halls of the world, do you think Georgetown's ever going to be good again?
They need a figure like they did with John Thompson to really guide that. And I think the Big East, as it stands, is very much big-time coach oriented. I think they really need that presence.
Or like the second coming of Patrick Ewing.
They had Patrick Ewing as a player, but also as a coach, and he did not work out
That
as
is
a coach.
Very true.
I don't know who would go and take that job. They took Providence's coach, and it has not worked out at all.
No, not even a little bit.
So I would be interested to see. I don't know how they do in the NIL circuit, considering they, rightfully so, as being Georgetown and being in DC, they care about academics and they care about growing legitimate, important people in this world. But I do like seeing a dominant Georgetown with the Allen Iversons, the Patrick Ewings, Dikembe Mutombos of the world.
Absolutely. So we both agree that right now we're in day 3 of the probably some of the best 4 days in sports. What is your favorite part of the tournament? Is it like 3 hours in to day 1 where you have 6 games going? Is it you take the Friday off and it's 2:00 in the afternoon and you haven't got out of your PJs and you've only watched basketball, that you can hear the basketball hit the hardwood through the TV even though it's on mute? Is it when you finally get down to the wire and you get to the Elite 8 and the Final 4 as you're coming into the national championship? Is it the brackets? What is your favorite part of it?
My favorite part of it is the Thursday and Friday where it's, okay, this is new, this is exciting, you've had really less than a week to prepare for it, so you really just got to buckle down and make sure that you have all of your picks correct. But once that first game starts, really, to me, all of that is irrelevant. You just get 24 guys on both sides that have one goal in mind. Many of them know that they're not going to do it and make it because it's 68 teams. But for me, it's watching that first close game. Not even an upset, just that first close game where it's wire to wire. You get that game-tying shot or game-winning shot with 3 seconds left. And it's just the feeling of, this is March. This is why I'm sitting here and watching this.
Is March Madness, in your opinion, do you think it is one of the, if not the best examples of just the pure love of sport, pure love of the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you get everything. You get the guys who come out of nowhere, the Jack Golkeys, the Chase Johnson that we're watching right now. But you also get the guys who, and it's rare now more than ever, that you've seen for the last 4 years, that senior for a team that you've just watched. Maybe they've won it all before, maybe they haven't, and this is their last chance. And to see the emotion if they get upset or they lose. You get the crazy fan reactions, the crying flute girl or the crying kid. You get the great story of this coach who's going to eventually move on to go and coach a bigger school. The St. Peter's coach, who's now Seton Hall's coach. You get all of these stories wrapped up into one small period, year after year, and it's always something new.
3 weeks total?
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. It's
always something new. And it's also the voices. I mean, you get Kevin Harlan and Ian Eagle and Tom Raftery. Like, just hearing onions being screamed at you is phenomenal.
We've talked about announcers at one point. Do you think Gus Johnson is just infinitely better, or would be infinitely better at basketball than you do with the football?
When he used to work for CBS, he would call NCAA games, and it was phenomenal hearing his voice. Again, I think I mentioned it last time. The last few minutes of Gonzaga UCLA, I think 2006, where UCLA made this crazy comeback, and just listening to Gus Johnson lose his mind is so much fun.
I think it's nice when announcers get into it just as much as like the players and the kids do, because Dick Vitale is the happiest person in March.
Oh, absolutely.
He is.
Yeah, and it's a shame that he works for ESPN, so he doesn't get the March experience. So he's probably sitting on the couch doing what he would do, calling a game in February. It also too with March Madness, there's never anything that repeats itself.
Oh, it's never the same. It's not like when you have what was it like? Was it 3 or 4 years in a row in college football where it was like Bama, Clemson? Like it's the same. We're watching the same thing. It's the same show. We're reading the same book. This is not only is every March Madness a different book, it's a different freaking author.
It is. Like even when UConn went back to back the last couple years ago, you still had just craziness that happened there. In one of those games, like this is the craziness of the tournament. In 23, was it 23? Yes, 23. Purdue loses to Fairleigh Dickinson in the first round as the number 1 overall seed. The very next year, they play in the national championship game.
Yep.
Anything can happen in these tournaments. You can have Kihei Clark in 2019 throw a pass, probably the greatest pass in Virginia basketball history, to tie a game, to go to overtime, and eventually go on this run to win the national championship. And then his last play as a senior, throw one of the worst passes ever in Virginia history and ends up losing to Furman. Like that is March. That is March.
No, it absolutely is. It is 68 storylines because there's 68 teams. There's 24 players. I'm not even fixing to do that math. But you have many storylines, sub-storylines, rivalries, all this stuff. And it's just amazing.
It really is. Yeah. No, I am so happy that this is, and we're not even talking about conference championship week.
No.
That leads up to this.
No, literally just the term. Okay, so then let's do this. Let's pivot super quick. We would both say March Madness is probably number 1 playoff format, watchability, everything out of all sports.
If we're talking annual, yes. Because World Cup trumps all.
Right, but I'm saying annually out of the sports here in America.
Yes.
Right, because I'm not going to include the Olympics or anything like that, or like the World Baseball Classic, which we'll talk about here in a second, or anything like that. The FIBA Cup for basketball, nothing. March Madness number 1.
Yes.
Give me 2 through 5.
2, I would say, is it was hockey until they screwed up the seeding. Give me baseball. Give me the Fall Classic
Okay.
as 2. 3, it's going to take some used to, and the loudest, most vocal, it drives you crazy, but it's why you also watch it. The college football playoff.
Yeah.
I do believe the 12
I would
team is the best way to go.
I would put the CFP above baseball, but I'm not going to put the college national championship above the World Series.
No, I like that because national championship game, although last year's was phenomenal,
Was amazing.
I think it was, and it's probably the best one we've had in a long time. A lot of them.
I think that
really
was my
been
favorite
close.
one to watch. I think the last time I felt this happy or this content with a national championship game was LSU 2019.
Yeah, because that was just a star-studded affair on both sides, and it was
Absolutely.
close at the beginning. But LSU pulled away. I do think the format, the 12 team, again, it can be debated forever and ever and ever. If you go on Twitter, I do believe that the 12 team format, not the seeding and how they select all of that, I do believe it is the third best of them all.
Yeah, I totally agree. 4. You gotta go NFL. No, you don't. You gotta go hockey.
I'll go hockey and then I go NFL. The NBA's just made a mockery of it.
NBA is a mockery of its former self.
Yes.
You just can't with the in-season tournament and the
play-in tournament.
Oh, I know all of this stuff. Just can we just go play basketball? You've got freaking 18, 19, 20-year-olds in March showing you how to do it.
Yeah.
Like play the game. If you want to screw everything up so bad, then don't with the East and the West conferences. Just make what? 14 team tournament?
Yes. Now,
top 7 seeds from each conference or whatever, put them in a freaking bracket and let them go. None of this East versus West, none of that. Just let it go.
Now, if we're talking world annual stuff, Champions League is second.
It's the second best of the World Cup.
No. Champions League, like annual.
Oh.
Champions League, I would put that right behind March Madness. Because Champions League, I mean, you spend a whole year just making sure that you're eligible for the next years. And then you got to play pool play. And then you got to go and play the knockout rounds. And then you're playing a game that is just as viewed as the Super Bowl.
I would also put F1 at 6.
I'm confused by that one.
Why?
How do the points and all that work?
I mean, yeah, sure. But F1 is just exponentially popular. I also love watching it.
It is. Yeah, it depends on the track too, because after the first turn, if nothing crazy happens, sometimes the guy who gets the pole position just wins without even having to worry.
That's fair. Okay. You brought up international competitions. So we're all going to thank you all for listening to us talk about March Madness for probably what has been a half hour. International competitions. How are you feeling about the WBC and the results of that? And do you think Tariq Skubal deserves all the criticism he has been getting for refusing to pitch in the championship?
So, first of all, I'm happy Venezuela won. I will not have any issues with Venezuela winning.
I agree, and I'll say one thing else. I think the WBC just promotes healthy competition in baseball because you have so many international players from so many different countries playing in the MLB. I think it just fosters healthy competition because, you can't look at Venezuela and be like, oh, the U.S. didn't win. I'm so upset. That entire team, helps prop up the MLB.
Also, they freaking cared. That whole country.
Oh,
cared.
absolutely.
That is I mean, it's their sport. That's really all they have, and I'm happy that a team like that, like I, even watching the Dominican players, how happy they were just to be out there. Turns out their fans are a lot like Canadians and will just complain like nothing else that they're the better team, whatever.
To be fair, a lot of our fans do that too.
Oh yeah, no, America does the thing where if we lose, we just say, it didn't count.
I didn't even say that. I went, the hockey medal was better.
Exactly. We just move on to the next thing. Like, we don't internalize it. Maybe that just makes us better. But anyways, like, again, I'm fine with Venezuela winning. Phenomenal team, great players.
Oh, amazing players. Did you see J-Rod rob that home run?
Yeah. Phenomenal. Love that. How we lost and just the pure mismanagement of the roster is insane. You're going to put Byron Buxton in there who hadn't scored, hadn't even had a hit?
I'll be so real. It hasn't been good in like the last 8 years.
Over the best defensive center fielder in the league in Peter Crow Armstrong? You're just not going to play Cal Raleigh, who was second place in MVP voting. You're going to put Will Smith in there, who, I mean, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's not Cal Raleigh.
Like Will Smith didn't win the Dodgers that World Series last year.
No,
I'm sorry.
He was a player on a good player, but a guy on the Dodgers. To answer your question about Tarek Skubal pitching, to me, it didn't even seem like at the beginning he wanted to even be part of it.
I agree with that.
So, and I think the Dodgers also got a hold of them and said, no, we're paying this two-time Cy Young winner a lot of money for a tournament that doesn't mean,
yeah,
I like, cool, you can put that on your resume, but it
doesn't mean anything to the MLB or their
exactly
teams.
To the Dodgers, this doesn't mean anything. What means a lot to the Dodgers is a World Series, which is why they are actually paying and trying to win with Tarek Skubal.
Paying all of their players deferred contracts.
Exactly, but they want to win, which they've done, which is hard to say for a lot of teams in the MLB.
That is very true.
Like, Paul Skeens is a gamer. He was probably going to play no matter what. Clearly seemed happy out there. Do you think the Pirates actually cared that he was going to play or not?
No. Do you think the Royals cared that Bobby Wood Jr. was playing?
No.
They're
unserious. There are a lot of unserious teams out there.
Let's back up real quick. Illinois just beat VCU.
I have a deep-seated hatred for Illinois basketball.
Okay, I was about to ask, like, the state, the school. You want to elaborate here?
Particularly their basketball team. We can get to that another day, but it is Brad Underwood can suck a fat one for the rest of eternity.
Gotcha. Anyway, to wrap up the WBC, I agree. I don't. Okay, we lost. Congrats to Venezuela. Right? Like, just it. Again, I like watching it because I think it promotes really healthy competition in the MLB.
Yes. I also think, this might be besides the point, it was fun watching Italy or Italian Americans play.
Oh, yeah.
If you can't field a team with people who are actually from the country,
yeah,
not, it's in my lineage, I don't think he can field a team.
Maybe pick a different country.
Yeah. Again, phenomenal players. Like, I thought it was a great story, and they're absolutely fun to watch.
I'll be so real. When I first looked at like the pool play, my first thought was Italy has a national team.
Yeah. It was just a bunch of paisans who were, like, hey, I got an Italian name. I'll go play.
You know what's crazy is how early Japan lost.
Yeah, that, and considering they won the last one, right?
Yeah, they beat us. Silver medal both times.
I don't know. It's a baseball loving country for sure. They're not going to take that well.
Well, their manager already stepped down. Like, I think immediately after the loss, he was like, "This is on me. My bad."
Yeah.
So, we're on baseball. You ready for opening day?
Yeah, I'm ready to go 500 at best.
I really, really hope we don't go 500. I really hope that we can at least go over 500. Even if it's like 82-80. That would still suck. But like 162 games and you've gone 81-81, really?
I will try to be an optimist and say I really hope our development of our farm system, and they get a chance to play, especially in the summer. I don't. The realist in me, I think it would be a miracle if we made it to 500. With a new coaching staff, not a lot of players that we had from just being experienced.
Okay. Let me.
Also, there was a lot of turmoil in that locker room.
There was, but can I get on my soapbox here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the Texas Rangers, right? In 2023, we caught lightning in a bottle. We got hot right at the right time, and we did what we needed to do to win a World Series. Okay. Prior to that, for 12 years, we were garbage. And then if you go back to 2009 and keep going, we weren't good either. We have had great players, but we have not had great success.
We had great players that would eventually turn on to be great Yankees.
Not all of them. Sammy Sosa played for the Cubs.
Yeah, we drafted him, got rid of him, and then we got him when he was off the juice.
Well, yeah. It's like classic Rangers formula. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. They were great somewhere else.
I totally agree. We don't have Marcus Semien anymore. We brought in the new manager. I hope this is like Boch, and like we figure it out a little bit this year. We add some missing pieces, and next year we can maybe go do something. But I can't, Ryan. I can't take another decade of it. I've tasted this success.
I can't either. It like you said, if get some success, buy in, and get some more pieces around this. The issue is we could have done that in 2024. We could have done that in 2025. Could have done that this year. I think we've now see that ownership just doesn't want to pay.
No, they don't.
They're trying to develop the guys that we have here and reduce their payroll. We've seen what happens when we actually pay and go out and try to compete, and it turned out we won a freaking World Series. I just have this fear that come trade deadline, we're looking at saying goodbye to Corey Seager. We're looking to say.
Do you think we're going to fire sale? Like Langford's gone, Seager's gone,
Evan Carter.
We'll give DeGrom away for some whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. Start over with our young guys and get some other people's farm system. Like the Dodgers clearly aren't going to be using much of their farm system.
So the two guys that we got, I think they were both, if they're not both from Vandy, tell me, but I think they are. Kumar Rocker and Jack Leiter.
Yes.
Okay. Do we even have hope for them anymore? We've developed them for years. Like, can they come in and do something?
Leiter had a pretty good year last year. So if we get rid of DeGrom, the focus would be then, okay, Leiter, you're going to be our ace. Montgomery will be number 2. We'll see what we got from there. And Kumar, it's continued to develop his confidence, so he'll be like a back end rotation guy. Is my hope for the year.
Can we draft or assign a young closer that has some sort of consistency, please?
That's been the Rangers' MO. We've never had a good bullpen. Even when we won the World Series, it was
we were sitting there in the eighth
bullpen.
inning, scared out of our mind, watching Aroldis Chapman throw 173 miles an hour, not knowing if it was going to go completely over the ump's head and hit the freaking backstop, or if he was going to nail some guy in the ankle and shatter his Achilles, or if he's going to throw a strike right down the middle.
And then when we take him out, we have to deal with the Leclerc issue. Thank God he's not on the team anymore.
I will tell you, he was what we needed him to be when we needed him to be it.
But when he wasn't, oh my God, he was the worst pitcher in baseball.
I totally agree. That's why we left. Oh my God, I'm the worst fan in the world. Josh Spores in Game 5.
Yep. But all this to say, at least we're not the Mets
or the Rockies.
The Rockies don't. They don't even exist. They don't exist.
Oh, that's right. Charlie Blackmon retired. Now they really don't exist.
Yeah, their ownership literally. They are just happy they're top 10 in attendance because. I mean, I'd love to spend a summer day in Denver at a game.
Yeah.
I'd love to go see
Coors Field. If you've never been, Coors Field is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they know what they're doing with that. Product on the field's terrible, but I mean, if you're an opposing team who gets to go to Coors Field, that's all they care about. That's all the ownership cares about. Same with Pittsburgh. Probably one of the top five
like backdrops.
Yeah,
from
PNC
home
Park
plate
is a top 5
Absolutely.
park. Everyone says who's been. That's all that they have to sell it on. Because when Skeens gets his pinstripes in a year or two,
he's already got the mustache for it.
Yeah. They're not going to have anything else.
No, they won't.
The stadium.
Oh, speaking of the Pirates, did you see we signed Andrew McCutchen, who's 97 years old?
Yeah, can't wait for him to light up the minors.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, hey,
it's just so hard.
Hey, guys, we got some people to come in. We got Andrew McCutchen. Remember him from 15 years ago?
He was really good 15 years ago, though.
Yeah. So were we.
Oh my God, it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's depressing. I told you I took a trip to St. Louis and went and toured Busch Stadium. We went through the tour and everything, and they take you down into the dugout. I stood in the dugout up on the rail and just stared at right field for like a good 5 minutes. Just stared there in silence. And I was with my family, and my sister goes, "What are you staring at?" I'm like,
"That's ghost of Nelson Cruz."
That's where it happened. That's where our first ring should have been born.
Okay, it's March. I'm not talking about this.
All right, fair enough. Okay, I got one more, and then we'll get out of here. If you could pick any school in the country to win March Madness, okay, and you didn't know how they were going to get there, you didn't know what was going to happen, the only thing you knew is that they were going to win the national championship.
Are we talking this year?
No. Just pick a year. What school would you want to watch all the way through? Caveat, you cannot pick your alma mater.
Okay, I was about to say, pick a random year in the past and just watch them from start to finish, or just go.
Yeah, or in the future. Like if you were like, you know what, next year I would want to see Belmont go from the first 4 to the final 4 to win the national championship. Or I would want to see ECU or Coastal Carolina or, I don't know, Tulane. Even though Tulane has a basketball team, but
man, it would have to be just, I don't know why, but basketball always seems good when the Big East is just rocking and rolling. You get the UConns, you get Georgetowns, the St. John's that are happening right now. Like, it's phenomenal to see St. John's. To get like a Seton Hall or like a DePaul good, like that would be phenomenal. Like, should the Chicago get get DePaul just rocking and rolling, get that demographic going, getting the Midwest, getting that team that isn't Kansas or isn't like Creighton. That would be just phenomenal.
I would want to see Indiana win it.
Yeah.
Just because that would be dope for the storyline. But I would want to see like does Boston University have a basketball team?
I literally was watching
like, you know what I mean though,
like their conference championship game, yeah. Or like seeing an Ivy. Do it like Princeton had like a Sweet Princeton 16 run a couple years ago. Get like
Brown or Yale or someone in there and just
like watch Yale win it all the way. Just how weird that would feel, but how funny.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like with like that would be dope to watch something like that.
Like watching right now, Nebraska and Vanderbilt are in a dogfight. Nebraska literally on Thursday won their first ever tournament game in their entire history. How great would it be if they just went and won it all? Just out of nowhere as like a random 4 seed.
Oh, or like or in DFW, like a North Texas.
Nah, I don't want to watch North Texas one.
Why? Oh. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I'm going to give the caveat. Ryan can be mad if he wants. Ryan has beef with the University of North Texas. And it's his own school's fault that he has the beef. It's because his school took their football coach and their quarterback and their running back and their receiver and a number of other things.
Yeah, thanks for having the best season you've had in probably your entire existence. Go back to being bottom feeders. Shut your mouths.
Like I said, he has beef with UNT, and it's his own school's fault.
Yeah, we took your coach. Go cry about it.
Okay, what if SMU would have beat Miami of Ohio?
That would have been phenomenal.
Then would you be cool with that?
I would be cool with that. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be cool with like UT Arlington.
Or like
that would be hilarious.
They're not. What are they now? What did UTEP used to be? Whenever they won in the 60s.
Texas Western.
Like if UTEP went.
And that won it again.
Like that would
like
be
60 years later.
That would be dope.
Oh yeah. That would be hilarious. Or you get like Rio Grande Valley.
just these little schools that you see around that you don't know exist, honestly, until they've made the tournament.
That's what I love so much. Like St. Peter's when they beat Kentucky.
Yes.
It's literally it's a nothing school. Like there is a team this year, Queens University. It's not Queens, New York. It's Queens, North Carolina, and they're not going to exist in a couple years because they're getting merged with Elon.
Oh well, it's like
that's hilarious.
Like no one knew where High Point was.
No,
no one knew where. No, I still don't know where Sienna's from.
Ah, shoot, I should probably. I remember Fairleigh Dickinson. I still don't know where they're from. Is it New Jersey?
Why does that sound accurate? Like
all I
like
can think
the name Fairleigh Dickinson just sounds like it's from New Jersey.
Any team that I don't know, I automatically assume they're just from New Jersey.
Oh, that's fair. Well, it's like you have Miami of Ohio, but like if you call it the University of Miami, everyone's original like their mind's going to go to Florida. I think The Office did a bit about that.
But Miami of Ohio, there's not even a Miami in Ohio.
Correct.
Their school is in Athens?
Is it
Ohio?
Athens?
I don't know. Whatever. But no, if I had to choose, it would be like just one of those random Big East schools.
Yeah. What would you feel about like a McNeese?
That'd be hilarious. Or like an HBCU, like an Arkansas Pine Bluff, or like a Florida A&M.
Or what's the one in? Is it Liberty that's in like Florida? like Liberty University.
Oh yeah. Is it in Georgia or
Is it?
something like
Yeah,
that?
but Fresno State.
Oral Roberts.
Yeah.
Like one of these weird school rules, fundamental schools.
Yeah, or like I just said that we went to St. Louis and I toured, but I didn't know that like St. Louis University existed.
Yeah.
Until like I was there, and now that they're in the tournament, now I know they exist.
It's like an Austin P.
Prairie View A&M.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious if they just all of a sudden just became this random powerhouse for a week. Or like when San Francisco University. Do you know San Francisco has national championships?
No. From when?
You can think they had a man. I don't know if anyone really knows him. He's just has the most rings out of anybody in the NBA. Name Bill Russell.
I do believe I know who Bill Russell is. Yes.
Yeah. Turns out he was one of the best college players of all time and won championships at San Francisco. Or there are times when back in again, this is black and white, when a school named LaSalle won a national championship.
Is that Louisiana?
No idea.
Okay. Just sounds like it's.
Sounds like it.
It sounds like a French Cajun like name.
Pennsylvania, Philly.
I was very wrong.
Philly.
UCLA still has the record for the most tournament wins, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 7 or 8, and they were like all in a row.
Yeah, with John Wooden.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment of Matt and Ryan try to name as many small schools as they can.
It's March. Deal with it.
Man, okay, so it's March. So we got what, 9 months left in the year. What sporting event are you looking forward to the most?
I mean, we got World Cup. World Cup is going. The semifinal is literally going to be at our doorstep.
Yep.
Lionel Messi is going to play 2 games here, guaranteed. You got England, Croatia, literally at our doorstep. This is going to be an all-time World Cup.
Okay, so the World Cup.
This is you get Messi and Ronaldo's last run.
True.
You get, can Brazil come back to its former glory? Spain is on a good run after winning the Euros.
Can we be kind of good, please, just a little bit?
Oh, we have the group to do it. We'll probably lose in the knockout rounds, but we'll definitely make up for it in the group stage.
Here's how much I follow USA Soccer. The biggest name that I can remember from the past, I'm going to say 12 years because I think it was 2014 is the last World Cup I remember, is Tim Howard.
Yeah, he's just talking online now.
Yeah.
No, but Christian Pulisic, who is a legit player, he plays at AC Milan.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's the only one I can actually name that plays for the USA. But again, this goes down to the kind of how it was in the Olympics. When they step on that pitch for those 90 minutes, I'm going to be unhinged.
Absolutely. And as much as I don't, I've said this for years, as much as I don't watch soccer really or anything like that, soccer players have my utmost respect because let me just tell you, I'm not running for 90 minutes straight. That's not happening.
No. Like you bet your ass. I can't name a single thing positive or negative about Paraguay, but when we play Paraguay, I'm going to be their biggest hater. I hope we go invade Paraguay after this game. Just for the hell of it.
Who's up? Is it Nebraska?
No. It is Vanderbilt up by 3.
At half?
No, second half.
Second half. No. It's March, y'all.
Yep. Oh, and High Point's winning at halftime.
By how much?
1.
Okay, so it's not really.
High Point is winning another game.
You think?
Well, I mean, they're winning this one.
Oh, okay. Like currently winning.
Currently winning.
Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Go watch some more college basketball. Appreciate you guys joining us here. As always, please like, subscribe, leave us a comment down below. What you guys like, what you don't like. We're always looking for new ideas here. Ryan, any last thing you want to say to the people?
We sleep in May. March is still upon us. Yeah, that's it. Really, really, really appreciate everyone who listens. Again, we'll have more football content as we go along, but there's a lot of sports to watch, and we are in March, so embrace it. Love it, because when it goes, you're going to miss it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much, Ryan. Thank you for being here as always. Hope you guys enjoy the content, enjoy the video, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time. Hail Jeff.